You know, I only just thought about how much this game would suck if you weren't on an SSD. It's released when hard drives are still being used regularly. Hello everyone, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We're not doing space today, the title is a lie. I think this is the save? I'm not too sure. Yeah, no. That looks like some stupid shit I built. Is this the right save or not? I don't know. I have too many saves at this point. We are going to build a... Ooh, those are the parts I have. That's not great. Alright, sun. Oh, too much sun. Stop. Okay? Okay. So today, we're not building a rocket to go up and into space. No. We're staying planet side. I'm gonna make the dumbest plane that I don't think would really be able to fly. And to start off, we're gonna go with something from like a Stargate design. I'm gonna try and make the Death Glider. So that's gonna be the cockpit because I don't really have a choice. We're gonna give you. This is already a dumb idea. Figure, because the Death Glider, it doesn't have visible engines. So I think I just go with as small as a form factor as I can. Just say screw it and do that. Like, no fuel. Sure, she can only fly for 2 seconds, but she's feather light. Let me see, can I get... Hey, that's about it. There we go. And now I just need a... No. Hold on. My brain is working, I swear. Well, that would kind of work. But it doesn't. Alright, well, that's like the crescent shape of one. Now I just need to... You know? There's no way in hell this is gonna work the first try. So, oh, that's far too much angling going on. Let's get, like, yay much angle. And then angle you by, like, yay much more. Oh my god, that's just a Death Glider already. It's not take me nearly as much time as it really should have. How? How did I manage this? Okay. Well, now the problem is I have to make it have wheels. Oh god. How? Medium. I'm not gonna be able to do normal size wheels on this bad boy. If I even tried, it would not take off. Put those there. Rotate them a bit so that they're actually facing downwards. It's like about straight, right? It's hard to say. God, I hope this is under the center of gravity. About. And strictly because I suck at landing parachutes. Those are just in case. Those are for worst case scenario. Switch mode. The parachutes are for worst case scenario. Have to land immediately. We got parachutes. This is not gonna work. This is off-brand. This is the Life Glider. Yes, the Life Glider. This is not gonna work. I don't have control surfaces. That's probably important. I've not even finished this, and I can tell you it's a bad idea. Oh yeah, that's... And the whole lack of vertical stabilization, this is gonna go great. This is gonna go great. Do I give it vertical stabilizers? Nah, we just flat see what happens. Oh my god, this is gonna fall out of the sky immediately. Okay, well, first off, somehow it's actually balanced on its wheels. Maybe flies? Hello? Very loud. You are very loud. Uppies? Oh my god, uppies too well. Uppies far too well. Well, it did make it off the ground. It decided that backwards is the direction it wanted to go. Well, let's go with like third throttle. Something tells me I don't need to be going nearly as fast to do this. Okay. So, like 30? Hello? Pitch up. Oh my god, again? Again. Well, that was the engines. Okay, I'm about 90% sure that this will work if it's just like 2 speed. Because like in theory, God, that is loud. In theory, I think, why, no, part of lift is going forward. So, maybe if I'm just going fast enough, my lift will cancel out that upward thing that's happening. Oh! Or I'll stop paying attention for a second and lose my pilot. That is not going okay. What? How? 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 Oh, well, yeah, of course, this is more stable. To say more stable is a lie. Oh! Well, I lost the engines again. How is that the most successful flight I've had so far? Oh, look. Part of the plane. Well, it's gone. Just bounce up. It works! Oh my god, it has no vertical stability. What the fuck is that? How did I land? Stop, 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 stop. Parachutes. How? How? What is happening? What is this plane? Would vertical stabilization help this? Well, I guess I should probably look at... Ah! Well, that's probably what's doing that. It's still not great, but it should be better? That's supposed to be on that side. I think I'm also going to... Well, I mean, if I'm putting them on anyway, I might as well... you guys can go away. I might as well make it look heckin' cool. And... Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Boom. Vertical stabilizers. But, like, it's kind of occluded by the rear landing wheels. Do I even need the rear wheels anymore? Because these are now, like, firmly... Yeah, we don't need these. These are for pansies. Oh, I know, pansy. I am going to put some of these on, though. Because while I ain't a baby, I do know the need of safety. Anyway, the life glider might work now? If that's the small change I had to make, just up and back a little bit, and some vertical stabilizers, I'm going to call that a win and move on to a different design. Although this doesn't exactly land stable. That's loud. So loud. Alright. Bounce until it... That was it? That's all the change I needed to make? Oh my god, I have a death glider now. Oh my god, I have a death glider now. It's already trying to pass the speed of sound. Oh my god. She's a little nimble. She's a little nimble. Okay. 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 Calm down. Okay. Just ultra thrust. It's... How did that recover? What the fuck did I build? Wee. This should not work. In no world should this work. Oh, she a little... Okay. Oh my god. How many... Okay. Well, having these... Why are you working on yaw? Just pitch. No, just roll. You only do roll. You guys only do yaw. I don't know why you're doing everything. Is that better? No, that's worse, in fact. That is somehow worse. I have made it worse. Oh my god, I should not have messed with it. What the fuck is happening? What is this thing? You know, in all fairness, I set out... I can turn those off. In all fairness, I set out to build a death glider, and this thing flies like it does not obey physics at all. So, you know what? That's a point for me, honestly. Its turning radius is honestly tighter than it should be. No plane should be that responsive. It's not even that it's really responsive. It flies like the goddamn Green Goblin glider. Okay, let's bring her in for a landing. Hey, what's going on? Woo! Okay, what the fuck? How? The weird thing is, I know this thing won't fall. Yeah. What the hell was that? What did I build? What are you? God, no, do not hit the water. Oh my god. If this thing weren't so light, it would have crashed like 5 times now. I have no clue what's going on. Alright. I'm not landing on this. Man, I'm landing. Okay, hold on, 1 second. 1 second, nope. Well, I landed alright. I just didn't land alright. Let's see if we can't make this thing a little bit controllable. Because that's a far better flight than I thought I was going to get. And I got plenty of time, man. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way again. There we go. There we go. That's something. I'm curious if I move this back just a little bit more. Cause... Okay. So I can do that. It may not seem like a big difference, but just that first shift was enough to make it flyable. With a little asterisk. Honestly, I might get this thing working in under half an hour. That's impressive. Because this thing is not designed to work. I'll say that. Alright. Go. Full send it. What could possibly go wrong? I want to see the exact moment it, like... Just, oh. Yeah, like that. I wanted to see that exact moment. Well, she flies more stable now. Well, more stable is relative. It's very relative. Just go. Go. And at some point it lost its ability to correct. They're alive. That's what matters. Okay. She obeys physics now. I'm not sure whether that's an upgrade or not. Okay, if I'm just like super feather light on the controls, I think it'll be fine. Okay, so Death Glider is gliding, or Life Glider, right? We're off-brand here. Okay, yep, nope. As soon as you pull any amount of force, she likes to flip. What? No. Nah, she's still breaking physics, alright. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, what the fuck was that? Okay, well... I'm more confused by this one than the last one. Alright, I'm not so sure about being able to land any of these, so I'm just gonna see how fast it goes. How fast? No, on with the scramjets, how fast do you go? Oh, God. Oh, it's not slowing down. It is still speeding up. Okay, it shows no want to stop speeding up, and we're already at, like, Mach 1.3, pretty much. I'm not going to do the actual math on it. I need to turn around, but I'm not sure this thing's going to want to. Oh, God. Yep, that's about what I expected. And it recovered. I will say one thing about this line of planes that I have made. They recover incredibly well. Physics be damned, they're going to keep flying. Oh, does it reach Mach 1 all by its... It can go Mach 1 with just these. That's honestly a little terrifying. I should not have given this thing that much power. Alright, boys, what's the likelihood of actually landing this? Because I'm not going for that runway. That ain't gonna happen at all. This is... It's going so slow, but flying perfectly forward right now, it's a little confusing. I don't think things are supposed to fly perfectly straight when only going 80 meters per second in the air. That is like so much slower than things are supposed to fly. Not supposed to happen, big bud. Little Life Glider. Alright. Let's just see about landing here. Yeah, Jebediah? Alright. And watch that speed go down. Yeah, I put air brakes on the Life Glider. If it's not going to obey physics at all, might as well give it some way to stop. Okay. Ooh. So, it might have some flaws. Might only be able to take off once. Okay, that's not great. Are you gonna stop? Hello? Okay. Well, I would call that somewhat successful. I only lost 2 parts. That's a win in my book. But let's dumb up the design. Let's make this shit even dumber. Like... It's only kind of got the curve thing going on. What if I, like, make it worse? There's no other, like, words for what I'm about to do. I'm gonna make it worse. That is what's happening. It is gonna be so much worse. Okay, yeah, that's a Death Glider right there. That's a Death Glider for sure. I've watched Stargate. That's a Death Glider. This is such a dumb idea. Something tells me I have all kinds of... thrown my... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that put that back to where it started. Okay. Well, if we just move these backwards, it shouldn't matter too much. Okay. Well, I mean, this cockpit has slowly become more forward. Well, on the plus side, this should stop obeying physics again. So you know what? Planned. Oh, that helped dramatically. I just, like, angled it a little bit, and it, like, placed that shit right in the middle. And you can hardly tell. Oh my god. This thing might actually work. Here, we'll even make it utilitarian. We'll give it a way to get on. Look at this. I'm doing better than the Goa'uld ever could. Now our top of the line death plane has a way of getting on. I say death plane not because it's gonna kill people. You're gonna die if you try to fly this thing. These wheels are very close together. Anyway. Cross your fingers. Again, find the exact moment it starts to, like, drift upwards. It's like 150, I think. Oh, okay. What, dude? Alright. Okay, she's obeying physics. I did not mean to do that. Okay. Well, if I hadn't pressed that button, it would have been going well. It's so much harder when you have to account for things like drag and lift. Hello? Can I help you? You know what? I'm just gonna full send it and see if it just takes off. Come on. Oh my god, it can. Terrifying. Okay, I have created something that does not love physics. It's fine. It's fine. The engine going out just gives it flavor. Okay, well, maybe not. Okay, hold on. It's fine. We got this. It's fine. This is recoverable. Oh god. No, she's unhappy. She is unhappy. So this is definitely the worst design so far. Okay. Pull up. Too much pull up. It's fine. Yeah, realistically, that was the only good way that could have ended. I am done. I am finished when this thing has a successful flight. I mean, it had one successful flight, but I mean, like, I land again. Successful flight. Anyway, just take off again. I command thee. Yep, just like that. That is... Imagine if you... Like, this is not VTOL. This is just up. So down is not a direction we're allowed to go, and up is kind of in that same vicinity. But she can turn. That one engine is very angry. Ah, now she's back. Huh. I think this thing has gotten worse with each iteration. Anyway, time to turn back down towards the Earth. Or not. Okay. Well. You do you, boo. Just don't die. Okay, if I were to try and say this flight was successful, that would be lying. But, like, it's definitely the most interesting flying so far. I mean, it sucks to fly, but, like, it's interesting. What about you makes you fly like that? I mean, it's the curved wings, but... Huh. I was gonna try multiple different designs, but I'm having trouble just getting this fucker to fly. Alright. What's the lowest speed I can take off? Okay. It's like 30. Alright. So if I try and turn... It's a little better. Not by much, but it's a little better. Not really, but, like, you know. Okay, no, it's just as bad. It is just as bad. Please, dear God. Yes, it's not. I managed to save most of it. Get the landing gear out. Okay, I'm thinking scrap, but, like, restart. Because I'm clearly close. I'm close. I don't know why I scrapped that if I'm going to pretty much rebuild some parts of it as it was on that plane. Okay, so none of that was the issue. It is strictly the wings that are the problem. I'm actually kind of curious. So if I just have this and put, like, the big winglets on it, is this gonna work? If this works, I'm gonna be angry. Because that means I've definitely been over-designing. Nope, she do not work. She do not work. You know, after a takeoff like that, I feel a lot better about how the other ones were doing. So what if I do it kind of bass-ackwards? Like this. You know? Is that... That's not obviously a death glider. Yeah, that's not gonna work. You see, the problem is, I had the design that looks like a death glider, but that shit isn't gonna work. If I flip these around, is that gonna look more death glidery? If I, instead of doing this, do that, kind of, but not really, but kind of. All right, well, it's something. It's something. She may not have the accessibility features as the other one, but you know. At least, nope. Never mind. I take back entirely what I was about to say. What if I... This is gonna be jank. What if I do that? Nothing. That doesn't help me at all. This doesn't help whatsoever. Good lord. That's how heavy these wings are? It shifts the center of gravity. Ah, okay. I feel kind of okay about this one, but not really. But like, its wings are a little bit further off the ground. That's something, right? That's something. And she's already angled upwards. Okay, well, she takes off by herself a little quicker. But is she better? You can kind of tell it's a death glider. All right, she don't turn by herself, and she flips just like the other one did. I have not made it any better. In fact, this is kind of worse. Oh, I don't have the switch modes button. I don't have the switch modes button. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're good. We're Gucci. If I just have the inside switch roll, it kind of works. It kind of works. Oh god. No. Stop. Stop. Alright, so this is the worst one yet. That's for damn sure. And it obeys physics the least. Well, no. Nah. It doesn't disobey physics like the other ones do. She just really likes being upside down. Okay, hear me out. It might not be as dumb as it looks. Sure, I have smacked big, like, cargo jet wing, controls on it. But maybe that's why it'll work. And, like, kinda, you know? Kinda? Look, I'm just looking for a jet that works. Because these are not planes, these are definitely jets. They have 2 jet engines on them, and they fly faster than an F-22, so, you know. Oh, she sit low. She sit real low. I have, like, crossed my fingers and I'm going to be able to take off and land again with these parachutes here. I gave it air brakes, and it's even got a way on and off. So, you know, I hope this is final. Okay, Jebediah. You're flying one of the dumbest planes I've ever made, although I really hope this one actually works. Because the other ones have not given me much hope. Be brave. Okay. Okay, she takes off quickly. Landing gear. How responsive. It, like, doesn't try to kill itself. And it does a full spin. Rudder? Oh, okay, hold on. I'm not gonna try to understand that. I'm just gonna not use the rudders. What's your turn radius? Oh, we're pulling a lot of G's. It's, you know, for a turn radius of what a plane is supposed to have, that's really good. Alright. Scram jets. Am I gonna rip the wings off? I do not know. This is a dumb idea. Whee! Okay. I got ahead of myself. That one was entirely my fault. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna count this as a success. Even at only, like... Look at the responsiveness of this fucker. Like, she just turns. Okay, whoa, okay, well, she turns a little too well. I have also chosen to believe that, like, the thing the rudders do is, like, it's a feature. Just turn left or right and you gain altitude. But, like, in a way that's gonna confuse anyone behind you. I'm terrified to, like, even try to make it look better. Because just doing this has taken a lot of effort. But this thing, like, this flies. We're gonna hopefully bring it into a landing here. Maybe. Well, we're gonna see how capable I am of landing. At least. Just deploy the air brakes. Okay. Hope for the best. And... okay, maybe. She is able to fly at like 30 meters per second, so, you know. Not too sure. Honestly, not that bad of a landing either. I did it. I designed a death glider that's not completely horrible. Fuck it. I'm gonna see if I can't make it pointed. Yeah, ain't gonna work. I mean, none of this is really great, honestly, but you know. No, actually, that works. That works. I'm gonna angle this a little bit and hope for the best. Just take off. Just take off. Well, it's capable of that still. But does it have... nope, it's not nearly as responsive as it was before. Huh. Well, at least now I figured out why it was flying so fucked. Alright, everyone, that is it for today. This is the closest I'm going to be able to get. A working plane with a bunch of spiky wings that make it not work. But if you remove those parts, the only identifying part of a death glider, it does work. Kind of. In select situations. If you're not trying to yaw left and right. Because it will gain altitude. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.